Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. Your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregate news show on YouTube. Look, there's going to be drinking. Look, there's going to be smoking. Look, there's going to be swearing. Look, you have been warned. So look, here I come in 3. Look, 2, 1. Bang! Welcome everybody, black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, the greatest show on earth, the greatest show in the multiverse. Yes, in all of the multiverse. From end to end. Look, and we have a great show for you today. So as you guys know, the Saturday show is it's kind of a loose show. We just chit-chat about other things. Not the usual, just fucking regulations and onboardings and stuff always. All right, so anyway, we have a great show for you today. Bang! So let's talk about Reddit is going to launch tokens on Ethereum. I guess they're going to launch like 2 tokens on Ethereum. So, we're going to talk about that. Oh, yeah, and the Coinbase guy, the CEO of Coinbase, he says, it's a game changer, that Reddit thing. It's a game changer. Yes. How many times have we heard that? Look, all right. And then the big license creator opens a $140 million Bitcoin fund. So the guy who made, NYDFS, that's the regulation. That's the regulator that issues BitLicense. Well, the guy who wrote the law is starting a Bitcoin fund. Yeah, the guy who wrote the BitLicense law is starting his own Bitcoin fund. Bang. All right, so we're going to read about that and all its implications. And yeah, some people, they're not very happy about it. They don't like it. I don't give a fuck. Well, we'll see. We'll talk about it when we get there. And then, the Bank of Ukraine is about to launch central bank coin on Stellar. Look, Stellar. Yeah, here comes Stellar. The Stellar Network. And then finally, just for fun and just to finish the weekend off, Mike Novogratz, our favorite CEO. Well, his hedge fund is about to get listed. His crypto hedge fund is about to get listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And we're going to talk about that. So let's proceed how we proceed. Bang! And then we do a little bit of look. And then we do a little bit of bang. And then we do a little bit of refresh. Yes, a little bit of refresh. Look, let's proceed how we proceed, brothers. All right, Bitcoin. Price of Bitcoin is $9,384. And when I left you yesterday, it was at $9,549. So we went down $165 or something? Something like that. All right. Look, 100 and change. All right. Top 10 of the day, brothers. Usual suspects. Top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Tether, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, Binance Coin, EOS, and Tezos. Still holding on the number 10, Tezos. Won't give it up. All right, so look, market moves of the day, brothers. Single digits up to single digits down. 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 2. Single digits up to single digits down. All right. Let's see who lost money today. You see anything on here you like, go get it because it is on sale. Bang! Top 10, loser of the day. Energy, Ripio Credit, Net. BHEX Token, Theta, Status, Flexcoin, Flexacoin, Omisco, Hive, Crypterium, and Nexo. Let's see who made money today, folks. Some gainers here. Some decent gains. Look, top 10 gainers. Quant, Electronium, Seal, and ABBC Coin, Golem, Unibright, Blockshack, Ren, Zilliqa, and Tezos. Let's see what the total market cap today is, brothers and sisters. What are we working with? 257.4. All right. All right, so total market cap today is $257.4 billion. And when I left you yesterday, it was at $260.4 billion. So we've gone down exactly $3 billion. All right, let's look at the total 24-hour volume of the day. 122.7. All right, so total market, 24-hour volume is $122.7 billion. When I left you yesterday, it was at $157.9 billion, so we have gone down $35.2 billion. All right. Look. All right, let's move on. Let's see what we got going now around these parts. Look. Buy. Crypto and Fortnite Reddit communities launch Ethereum tokens. All right, so let's check it out. Oh, Ethereum. Right? I keep telling you guys every time we read an Ethereum story, right? People always telling me, oh, Ethereum sucks. Really? Well, why do people keep building on it then, buddy? Ethereum it doesn't even have many transactions. This has more transactions. That has more transactions. Really? Well, let me tell you something. These corporations and stuff that are building on it, well, they have what's called an IT department. And those IT guys, well, they stress test the tech that they're about to use. And so maybe they know something that you don't. Instead of sitting there, always complaining about Ethereum, while you watch them onboard, maybe stop reading those crazy little websites you're at telling you how much Ethereum sucks. Because Ethereum's got the onboardings like a motherfucker. They're almost at the, honestly, they're almost at the VeChain IOTA level of onboardings, like major mega Fortune 500s. Other than VeChain and IOTA, who's got more onboardings than Ethereum? I'm talking mega guys, mega onboardings. Yeah, that's what I thought. So close your mouth. Shh, Ethereum hater. Shh. Who's got more Fortune 500s? Other than VeChain and IOTA, who's got more than Ethereum? Not a fucking one. So grow up. Grow up, kids. All right. Let me have a little sip. Fuck, dog, you really defending Ethereum? It's not that I'm defending Ethereum. I don't really give a fuck if Ethereum works or not or whatever. I mean, I own some, but if it doesn't work, I'll sell it and whatever. I don't have any feelings for it. It's just that when you hear morons complaining about something that all these mega guys are onboarding, you get sick and tired of just hearing morons, in their mother's basements telling you how horrible something is. Really? How would you know? You're just sitting around reading websites. These corporations, yeah, they unleash their IT departments on this thing, right? Yeah, and they keep onboarding, don't they? So get over the arbitrary crypto nerd talk and get to the reality. You know who's the best company? The one that industry is using. That's the best. That's the best. VeChain, IOTA, and then Ethereum. Now the three top dogs. All right, look. Let's check it out. Reddit. I think I've been on this thing a couple times. Anyways, last month, social media giant Reddit began testing community points using ERC20 tokens. This pilot launch, which has the potential to bring cryptocurrency to Reddit's more than 400 million users, has now been officially launched. Reddit adopts crypto. Reddit's new cryptocurrency initiative introduces two new tokens, Moon S on our cryptocurrency and Bricks S, or Brick S on our Fortnite BR. Currently, these tokens can be used to display one's reputation in the community and unlock badges. The tokens introduce an incentive to contribute to the subreddits, as users can earn tokens if others upvote their comments or posts. What does that sound like? That sounds like that Steam thing, kind of. Anyway, if I remember correctly. 50 million tokens will be issued at Genesis to members who have contributed to the subreddit and have at least 100 Reddit karma. In the next month, 5 million tokens will be released on each subreddit, with a 2.5% decrease with each subsequent month. Issuance will stop once it reaches 250 million tokens. So they're going to have 250 million tokens altogether. All right. Both Moon and Brick are ERC20 tokens on Ethereum's Rinkeby testnet and will remain on this network throughout the summer. After sufficient community testing, the tokens will be moved to the Ethereum mainnet. Since they run on Ethereum, Reddit has no control over tokens outside of issuance. Blockchain's ability to disrupt the status quo in social media is a recurring theme within the cryptocurrency community. Several projects are attempting to capitalize on the opportunity, but this is the first case of an existing social media platform integrating cryptocurrency and blockchain. Yeah, well, wait till Libra. All right, Reddit. All right. Reddit has an active user base of 430 million accounts per TechCrunch. The two subreddits trialing a crypto-based token total 2.3 million accounts. Users. So that's the potential there. And then Reddit could decide to launch tokens across other active subreddits or even offer a single token for the entire fucking platform. I mean, why don't you just do that? Cryptocurrency gearing for... All right, bang, look. So there you go. Ethereum hodlers. Another onboarding. Reddit. We'll see how this goes. Just cool. All right. Look, let's go to the next one. Bang. Oh, this shit here. BitLicense creator is back. This time with the $140 million Bitcoin fund. So this guy, Benjamin, what's his name? Losky. So this man is BitLicense is the license you get from the NYDFS, the New York Department of Financial Services. We read about it just recently. We've been reading about it the past couple weeks, a couple on NYDFS approvals. So, this guy is the guy who actually wrote the law. Yeah, so he wrote the law about crypto to get licensed. And then after writing the law, he's like, I'm going to get into crypto. So obviously, he knows what his fund has to do to get licensed. So obviously it got licensed. I mean, the fucking guy wrote the law, so he knows what it takes. And so the crypto community, they don't like it. So this article it sounds a little negative toward this guy. I'm saying, have at it, buddy. Have at it. Go for it. The more money, the better. The more funds, the better to me. But it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. The guy who writes the law becomes a crypto guy. Like with a whole fund and everything. Like not even just some like crypto guy working at like Coinbase, but like, starts his whole own fund. Yeah, which tells you what? Yeah, he obviously fucking knows how much money is coming into this space. This guy's not an idiot. He literally wrote the law. This guy wrote the law. Look at his name, Lawski. What a perfect name. Well, Lawski, you wrote the law. All right, let me get a sip and watch this. Let's read it. So like I said, this article is sort of not in favor of this Lawski guy, okay? Which I am completely opposite. I say go for it, buddy. All right, let's check this thing out. All right, so it has been revealed that the architect of the controversial BitLicense, there's nothing controversial about it, it's a regulatory license, Benjamin Lawski, obviously these are crypto folk, so to them it's controversial. To the rest of it, it's called good governance, good regulatory governance. Anyways, it has been revealed that the architect of the controversial BIT license, Benjamin Losky, may have leveraged his position as a lawmaker to help serve a Bitcoin fund. BIT license has its benefits. A recent SEC filing revealed Losky is now part of a $100 million Bitcoin fund, which is also using the BIT license. Of course it is. He wrote the law. In the SEC filing of the fund, NYDIG, New York Digital Investment Group Advisory LLC, is listed as the fund's general partner. Ben Losky is listed as an elected manager and controlling person of the advisory. So here it is, and here he is. So here's his listing. He's a manager of the advisory. That's his name down here. Bang, bang, bang. All right. New York-based crypto companies. So it's still mostly unclear whether the newly revealed fund has been a genuine conflict of interest. So now they're trying to say, like, it's a conflict of interest. Well, the guy doesn't work there anymore. He's allowed to work where he wants after if he was in with the NYDFS and still working, if he was still working at the NYDFS and then started working with a bunch of crypto companies, well, fuck yeah, that's totally illegal. But, yeah, well, once you leave, you're allowed to get a job, aren't you? So, Losky, whoops. All right, here's where they start shitting on the guy. Losky was previously accused of generating consulting work for himself by issuing controversial regulations for virtual currency firms before leaving his post at the NYDFS. So these crypto folk are trying to say, you're just putting in these laws so that you can have consulting work after. Because obviously, how these laws work or how these things work is whenever you work for a regulator, well, usually, so for instance, the SEC, when you go work at the SEC, once you leave the SEC, usually the big banksters hire you, right? Because you know the inner workings, and so you can help them with their regulatory problems and stuff, right? And so that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that he did this just to get consulting work after he left, right? But this is what he said. The rules are very clear. If anyone said, I want to hire you to help get a BIT license from DFS, no can do. So he said, obviously, while he's working at NYDFS, he couldn't do that. But his close association with firms using BIT license suggests otherwise. Losky helped architect the controversial BIT license. There's nothing controversial about it. Aimed to regulate New York-based crypto companies in 2015. This regulation made it difficult for many crypto-related businesses to operate in the state. Exchanges like Bitfinex and Kraken have since barred New Yorkers from using their service due to BIT license. Well, no. New York has barred you from offering services to New Yorkers because you can't meet the license requirements. 2 years after creating the BIT license, Losky began offering regulatory assistance via his company called the Losky Group. He advertised his services explicitly to crypto startups. So, which is what people do. He left the organization, and he's literally the guy who wrote the law. So, well, if you want to know how to get a license, you probably want to hire him to consult you on what to do to get it. And so that's amazing because that means a lot of these crypto guys are going to start hiring this guy, and he'll show them how to do it. Plus, bang, you brought a fund in, so a little bit more liquidity for us. I don't know why these guys are crying about. I think it's great news. So look, bang, let's move on. Oh, yeah, and the guy from Coinbase, the CEO of Wait. Oh, no, the CEO of Coinbase, that was this one. My bad. All right, let's move on. Bang. So, the National Bank of Ukraine adopts Stellar protocol to pilot a digital currency, E-hryvnia. Is it Hryvnia? How do you say that? Hryvnia. We're just going to say Hryvnia. So this is the country of Ukraine, government onboarding, and they want to make a CBDC, and they're going to use Stellar to do it. So let's check it out. As you guys know, Stellar, you don't have to use the Stellar token, right? It's the blockchain you use, and you can move anything on it you want. Stable coins, Bitcoins, anything, any digital asset can be moved across the Stellar network, right? So these guys are choosing to move their CBDC over the Stellar network. Let's check it out. The National Bank of Ukraine, NBU, has joined the multitude of world central banks deliberating on developing their own digital currency, with the intention of building an e-currency christened E-hryvnia. But the fear of threatening the country's fiat currency and financial stability have been major concerns. Nevertheless, NBU, in the analytical report on the E-hryvnia pilot project, claimed that it would be using distributed ledger technology, precisely a private version of the Stellar protocol. Oh, that's the other thing about Stellar. You can either use the private you can either use it publicly or privately. Protocol to observe and study the benefit of developing the digital currency, as well as carry out the pilot project. So while NBU intends building a digital currency that offers simplicity, speed, scalability, and optimum security, among others, it noticed that Stellar Protocol has the ability to offer such criteria, hence the reason for choosing the network. So the system's application software of the platform upon which the currency would be built is to be used on the SDK Stellar network with Stellar Core Horizon API, the report stated. However, NBU noted that it would discard some important features of DLT that negates developing suitable financial information systems for the country. NBU pinpointed decentralization of transaction validation functions as a feature that goes against the principle that give NBU alone the right to issue the E-hryvnia. So they're kind of going to, it looks like they're kind of going to take Stellar, but they're going to sort of use parts of it, not parts. NBU in the report averred that DLT major benefits is that it eliminates a single center of trust, giving anyone the ability to check any transaction. This, NBU says, cannot be used alongside the centralized E-hryvnia. So, they got to use the private Stellar and, like I said, take out a few parts of it to make it more private, I guess. However, DLT can be used for issuing and circulating of the E-hryvnia. And blah, 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 blah. We're not going to read all that. NBU concludes that it would rather develop the national scale system like the public versions of modern, powerful blockchain protocols. So they wanted to get like the open blockchains, the public ones. Anyways, though, but bang, Stellar hodlers, but the National Bank of Ukraine, so basically the Central Bank of Ukraine, is going to use Stellar to test out their new E-hryvnia, whatever it's called, and we shall see how that goes. Bang! All right, and then finally, boom! Mike Novogratz, Bitcoin investment firm, announces conditional approval for listing on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Congratulations. So, this doesn't really have anything to do with our money, but around here, Mike Novogratz is what I call my adopted CEO in this channel. Obviously, he's a Bitcoin maximalist, so you have to take what he says with a grain of salt. But he used to be a real killer in the real world. I don't remember. His hedge fund used to be like a managing partner with, it was either JP Morgan or Charles Schwab. I don't remember which one, but so he's a real guy. You know what I mean? He's not just some crypto guy. He's actually a real market guy. And so that's why we have fun with him. And, plus he's up there eating at the country clubs and talking to these boys. So when he says there's institutional money on the way, well, he knows what he's talking about. He's sitting there playing golf with them, isn't he? All right, so let's check out what he's up to. All right, let's check it out. So, leading cryptocurrency and digital asset firm Galaxy Digital has announced its conditional approval to be listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, the TSX. The crypto merchant bank, led by founder and chief executive Mike Novogratz, plans to announce a listing date later this quarter, subject to compliance with the requirements of the TSX conditional approval. So he's been approved conditionally, and then I guess he's got to do a few other things, and then he'll get his official bang, bang, bang listing. Like you're officially, you're part of the team now. You're on the TSX. So TSX is the 9th largest exchange in the world by market capitalization. The exchange has tapped Galaxy Digital to participate in its TSX Sandbox, an initiative designed to help firms that may not satisfy the original listing requirements. So that's what they're saying there. Like it's conditional, and so his firm doesn't quite satisfy the original listing requirements. And so that's why they're going to put them in this TSX sandbox. In other words, you're real close. You're really close to being compliant with our regulations and rules and regulations. But you have a little bit more to do. So we're going to put you in the sandbox, and we'll let you get yourself squared away, and then be onboarded as a proper listing on our site. Yes, on our exchange. All right. The New York-based firm, which is one of the largest trading desks for cryptocurrencies in the U.S., is targeting a wider range of investors as interest in digital assets continues to climb. All right, he's got his trading desks, and that's what he is. He's a hedge fund guy. Like he knows how to unleash trading desks on people, on assets. So by allowing Galaxy Digital to participate in the sandbox, the Canadian exchange has waived its regular listing requirements of $10 million Canadian dollars in treasury resulting from public raise, according to a press release to support the firm's expansion. So, okay, so I guess one of the requirements is you have to raise 10 million Canadian dollars just to be listed, but they waived that. And according to Christopher Ferraro, the firm's president, our trading desk executed approximately 1 billion of total volume in the most recent quarter, including flows from significant new hedge fund counterparties moving into crypto. But that's how much you do. That's what I love about this story too. It's not just really about Novogratz, but right, they're seeing inflows, new flows from hedge funds moving into crypto. While our asset management business continues to see strong funds inflows, asset management. So, asset managers are like Fidelity, where a soccer mom and dad will come in and say, hi, I don't know what to invest in. Can you show me? And they say, yeah, we've got this fund, that fund, this, buy one, right? So they're seeing strong inflows as well to its Bitcoin fund. And our advisory business is building on its recently completed transactions with a range of new M&A and financing mandates. Galaxy Digital has a core Bitcoin position of roughly 13,000 Bitcoin, worth about $110 million, in addition to an extensive portfolio of venture equity and credit investments in the sector. Ferraro adds, as important as the progress of our operating businesses, Galaxy continues to have high conviction in Bitcoin. We believe in Bitcoin, reflected in our core balance sheet. In other words, we got a shit ton of crypto. Can't you see we believe in it? And our core balance sheet holdings of that asset. We look forward to continuing to help bring institutions into the digital asset ecosystem, especially in the face of unprecedented monetary action globally. So, bang! That's it. So they're getting listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And like he said, like what I like about it, the listing is fine and dandy, but what I like about this story is we are seeing significant inflows, including flows from significant new hedge funds and strong inflows to their asset management fund inflows are right there. Bang! That's what we want to see. That shows you that behind the scenes, there's money flowing in. It's all flowing in. Nice and slow, nice and easy, nice and good. Remember this. We're not even regulated yet. And so these aren't even really, well, let me say this. Bitcoin is regulated here, so these boys can come, and that's why they're coming into the Bitcoin for now. But once we get this, everything regulated, we're going to see massive influx. All right, so that's pretty much it, isn't it? So let's go to here. Bang, see what we got here. Chief, Bivizo, look, Chief. Pasquayaki Tribe, V-Chain, Killers. Look, let everybody see, brother. Bang. Yeah, she's got his Hector Trader going on. Bang. Speaking of Hector Trader, yeah, I'll talk to you about that this week. Oh, this week's going to be nice. When we get down to Sweetie, I'll show you. Let everybody see, brother. Bang. What do we got? Look. Oh, he changed this thing. Look, let everybody see, brother. Bang. Rob Ert. Yes. Let everybody see, brother. Bang. Oh, and this son of a bitch right here. Son of a bitch, look, buy, look, buy, look, buy. Now, I know what you're saying out there. You're saying that's not airdropper 007. That's someone named VeChain Thoronkes. No. Don't let him fool you. That's the same motherfucker right there. Like a shapeshifter. Yeah, like a sneaky little shapeshifter. Tries to change his form. But look. What he doesn't understand is it's the smell. I can smell him. Whatever he changes into, I can smell when there's another killer around. Oh, yeah. That's Ronkaz. Son of a bitch. Bang! Love you, brother. All right, let's move on. Bang! See what he said here? Sneaky. Bang! Not so sneaky. Bang! Love you, brother. Look, Kong. Wow! Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang! What do we got? Justin Delavina. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang! Johan. Digno Tignes. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang! Benham. Look. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang! What are you talking about, Benham? Oh, this thing. CBNEWS. Yes, Benham. The National Bank of Ukraine adopts Stellar Protocol to pilot a digital currency, E-hryvnia. Yes. Yes, indeed, Benham. Indeed they are. So first of all, bang! And look, there's another one for the Stellar Network. You get your hands on some of that Stellar, boys and girls. That's a government contract. And not just any government contract, but I mean, their national CBDC. Dang. Now, it's just a pilot project. It's just a test. But, I mean, you know how governments work. As long as something works, they'll do it. Look. All right, let's move on. CBNEWS. What's up, BDM? CBNEWS, Coinbase, Polychain, and Tezos meet with SEC on blockchain. Yes. They sure did. Not only them, but also Cardano was part of this. Exactly. The fact that I was talking to Stein about this last night. The fact that the SEC has granted them a meeting with them shows that the SEC, their ears are open now. Their ears are open. See what I'm saying? They granted these crypto folk a meeting. Meaning, okay, we'll hear what you got to say. Nice. And look at the names. Coinbase, Polychain, Tezos. Also, Cardano was part of that. You know, the SEC, they're going to start showing the SEC, look, we understand the manipulation and all this, but there's more to this place than this Bitcoin crap. Than this wannabe money stuff. We got real companies here, SEC. Just like any other tech company. We're no different than Apple. We're no different. Microsoft sells software. All right, well, I sell a blockchain. What's the difference? What's the fucking difference? Microsoft, IBM will serve you in the cloud. All right, well, I'll authenticate your goods with my blockchain. You know what I'm saying? We're no different. SEC, no different than any other tech company. Just offering services like anything else. That wannabe money stuff over there, that's a whole different thing than us. We're a different thing. We're a real company. That's some wannabe money stuff. You treat them one way. But understand that we're no different than your Facebook. We're no different than, Uber. Just offering a service. That's all. All right. So this is great news. And I love that. It gives them, not that these guys are completely, I'm sure the SEC wasn't completely ignorant of the facts, but it gets them to meet these guys now, to meet Hoskinson to his face, to meet these guys to their faces and understand, these guys aren't out to, we're trying to take over fiat and all that. No. These guys are here to offer a service. A legitimate corporate service. Not just corporate, but just any service. They're here to offer services to corporate, government, and NGOs. I mean, like anything else. Okay, so, all right, I yapped about that. All right, so let's just move on then. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm excited about that. I'm glad about that. But what I'm really glad about is the fact that the SEC granted them a meeting. Right? If the SEC wasn't interested, they'll just tell those guys, oh, fuck yourselves. Nah, well, we're too busy. You don't have a meeting. The fact that they made time to give these guys, I don't know, probably an hour of time or whatever to make their case, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So we'll give this a bye, and then I'll take a sip. Yeah, it's good stuff. You know, the fact that the SEC even gave them an audience. And like we read about, there's 32 crypto bills in Congress right now. You know, the SEC is probably feeling the pressure to regulate and stuff now. Like, now it's time to get down to business, buddy. So, all right. So let's move on, though. Let's just move on. We'll follow that up if there's anything to follow up. And then CBNEWS. Yes, BDM. Italian government commits $15 million to protect made in Italy with blockchain. Yeah. So, you know, made in Italy is a brand. Stuff that is made in Italy is to put, so first of all, you know that when you put made in whatever country on a label, that's serious shit. Yeah, that's serious stuff. And made in Italy, especially for garment makers, is a huge, huge, huge deal. Do you know, all right, we're not going to get into all of it, but made in Italy is a big, big, big deal. I was going to tell you this movie to watch about it. I can't remember the name of the fucking movie. Like, the mafia is even part of the whole made in Italy stuff. Yeah. It's like a big deal. They'll kill you. Like, if you, all right, I guess I will just sort of say something then. Their garment industry, they have what's called trade secrets. And they have secrets on how they make clothing. Yeah, that's why Italian fashion, high fashion, is the best in the world. Yeah, because they have secrets on how they do the stitching and all this crap. It's weird, but that's, you know, if you're into fashion and you got all those millions of dollars and you want to buy a fucking $30,000 dress, oh, well, you get it made in Italy. They do it, you know, all perfect and just all, you know, just fancy, right? High culture, high fashion. Anyways, so what Italy wants to do is, and so what makes this interesting, what makes this story interesting, I should have probably read this one, shit. I had seen this one earlier, but I didn't read it. But what it is it's sort of doing the same thing that VeChain does, but VeChain does it for each company, right? So VeChain authenticates, you know, Nike shoes. It authenticates whatever, Penfolds wine in Australia, right? The beef from France and stuff like this. Well, Italy wants to actually have an authentication for anything made in Italy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, not just for a company, but for the country. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they want to sort of authenticate anything coming out of Italy will have some sort of authentication. So if it doesn't have an authentication on it, it's not from Italy. Do you see what I'm saying? Anything, beef, pork, wine, cars, anything, dresses, whatever, right? If it's from Italy, it'll be able to be authenticated. And so that's what Italy's doing. They're taking it one step further in that. Like I just said, VeChain authenticates stuff for certain companies. Italy's pissed off, so angry. They're like, fuck this. We want authentication for anything made in our country. And if it doesn't have the authentication, it's not made in Italy. You know, fine wines, fine cheeses, you know. Italy's got fine, wheat, olives, you know, all of these. They have very high-end stuff and all that kind of stuff, too. Not only the fashion. So, all right, so that's how that goes. All right, let's give this a bang and move on. Whoops. Sorry there, guys. Bye. All right, let's move on. Look, Kong. Yes. My favorite guy. Bang. Look. Bang. Look. Bang. Yes. I'm assuming you're talking about the India thing from yesterday. Was it India yesterday? Was that what I was talking about? Hold on. Well, whatever it was. Bang. Yes. Look. Dank dabs a lot. Oh, yeah. This guy's smoking hard. Tron lover. Look. Dank dabs. Salot. Creator. DLT. Admin. Reddit, YouTube, video posts, and Tron D apps creator. Oh, nice, buddy. Bang. Sweetie. All right, so let's do it. Love you, sweetie. See you, sweetie. Bang. Now. All right, let's do this. I told you I was going to show you. Bang. Let's go over here. Let's get to the murder now, because there's going to be a murder next weekend. So, all right, so remember I was showing you that last week. Remember I was showing you we were ranging. See that range? And then we broke out of the range. And then I showed you this one here, the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar, right? We were fucking ranging for weeks. Ranging. And see how it broke out of that range. So you see where price, so you see this is in the daily. So I'm in the daily chart. And so you see where the setup is in the daily. And I know those lines don't look good, like how Hector says. Don't listen to that. Don't worry. No, I mean, listen to that, but don't worry about that for this. What matters when we get into a range is the breakout of the range. All we care about is, does it break out to the upside or the downside, right? We're Forex traders. We really don't give a shit. Whichever way it breaks out, we'll take the money. Well, it looks like it's broken out to the downside nicely. So next week, you can expect New Zealand dollar against the U.S. dollar. Here's price target. Look at price target way down here. Look at all those fucking pips to get. Bang. So get ready for next week. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen for sure. This is Corona time, so things are a little... But any other time, that's what we should see. And so you keep following along, and I'll see if I'm right. And then bang, look at this one. This range, and it did break out nicely. This is the British pound against the Japanese yen. And I was in this one up. This is the one I was telling you guys. I was in it up here. It turned on me, then it went on me, and then it stopped me out. And then look at what it did. I didn't get any piece of this piece. But that's okay. Because look at where the price target is. Way down here. So let me tell you something on Monday. On fucking Monday. So Mondays, usually you kind of don't trade them so much. Now that we've broken out of these ranges, I'm expecting guys, because guys have been waiting, just like we have for the past 3 weeks. Nothing's going, man. We haven't been making money, so everyone's hungry for money. So I'm expecting bang next week. Let's see if I'm wrong. What do we got? And then everything else just was bullshit, right? And so I showed you guys this one, the euro against the Japanese yen. I got in here. I got a little money there, and then it just kept, and then I took out a little money here, and then it kept going, and then I thought, yay, maybe we'll go, and then, so the end of the week ended up actually literally right there. Well, that's right where I entered, so made hardly anything. That was garbage. I always tell you the truth. Full disclosure, guys. Remember that. Full disclosure here. Full disclosure. Everybody loses trades. Oh, and here's the one that I was showing you. Look at that range. Bang. And we broke out. So next week, I'm expecting, right? Here's the hourly. I'm expecting a nice retrace into the hourly. And then, wham. Us to go, wham. All next week, I'm just expecting wham. We'll see. And then the other trade I was in was this one here. That's the pound against the Australian dollar. Got in right here. And remember, all week I've been complaining. It went my way. Then it didn't. Then it went my way. Then it didn't. Then it went my way. Then it didn't. And then finally, that was pathetic. It was bullshit. And so I cashed out at, bullshit. Look at the range of it. It's 100 pip range all week long. So that was garbage. But I just stuck with it just because price target is down here, right here. The red line is price target. That's the Fibonacci expansion. And so I thought it would go down there. So what I want to say to you Forex people is get ready for Monday. Get locked, cocked, and ready to rock. And check out these. We've been delayed because of these ranges. These ranges, right? Here's the daily. Right? Here's that daily. I've been showing it to you. Remember, here's that head and shoulders. Here's the shoulder, the head, the shoulder. And finally, it's beginning to go down. And let me tell you, the GBP JPY next week will rock. Bang, bang, bang. That's what I expect all fucking week long. And so, well, that's what I expect and that's what I hope. But we'll see. And, as Forex traders, we take what the market gives us. So, all right. That's enough of that. Let's get back here. Bang! All right. All right. So that was Sweetie up. Wait, where was she? Up here. Look. Bang! Shomari, look at this. Oh, okay, so I'll show you the chart. So she sent me a picture of her trades. Okay, first let me bang everybody here. Look, spread and see, spy lady, love you lady, see you lady, bang. DP Entertainment, love you brother, see you brother, so brother, bang. Look, decent crypto, love you brother, see you brother, bang. Vetman. What's this? Not financial advisor and use only what you can lose. The VeChain token is volatile. VeChain equals crypto 2.0. Well, VeChain's good money to invest in, brother. That's all that matters there. Bang! Radster, love you, brother. See you, brother. Yes, our brother from Prague. Bang! All right. Is that everybody? Oops. All right. That's good. Moving along finally. Daryl Duran, love you, brother, see you, brother, bang. Brawley people, umbrella folk, love you guys, see you guys, bang. Dropper. See, that's the same guy. See his V-chain, see the V-Thor? This is him. Yeah, sneaky. So he gets bang, bang, bang. Yes, still got to give him a little licking. Trying to sneak by with me with this one. Nice try. Look, bang. We have fun with that. Edward Ditko and the Ditko family. The family of the cryptos together stays together. Look, bang. Nice. All right. Oh, so here's Stallion's thing. So she showed me a trade. So she showed me her thing. She said, Shomari, look at this. Before the breakout, I got in. Took profits, then waited for the retest. A pullback. So I got in again. Nothing. I finally just got out yesterday night thinking it would turn on me. Then, bang! I missed it. So I'm assuming she meant she'd got in, I don't know where, but I'm just going to assume. I see she's got some triangle thing going on here. So she's got her price pattern breakout. So it looks like she got in, took out money, got in, took out money, didn't get in, and then bang! Missed that part or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, sweetie, that's what happens. Fuck, yeah, man. So that's why even on Fridays when I take out my money, I always leave just a tiny little crumb on the table just in case some last-minute madness happens, right? Yeah. I always do that. I don't know, just for psychological, so that psychologically, even if you missed the move, like you didn't have your proper lot sizes in, even if you just had a crumb in, you can say, well, at least I still got that motherfucker, right? It's ego. It's ego. I know it's about your ego, man. But, I don't know, good psychological mind games to play with yourself. All right. Bang, sweetie. What'd she say here? India wants crypto. Tag on, they do. Look. Bang. Oh, okay, and so here we go. Fucking Biniam. So remember Biniam said this stuff yesterday. He said, CBNEWS, we've added VeChain and Link to the buy crypto button on our homepage and in the mobile app. It's never been easier or faster to buy crypto, and you get 0.25 cash back. Remember? And I was like, well, Biniam, who the fuck said that? Where do you get that? So He said, CBNEWS. Yes, BDM. He said, CBNEWS. Sorry about that, Mr. Shomari. The missing company information is Binance USA. So Binance buying USA now. And then let's go back down to what BDM said here. So Binance USA now has added VeChain and Link to the crypto buy button on their mobile app and homepage. So for American Binance US holders, yes, now there's a place for that VeChain to be bought and that chain link to be bought. Buy! Yeah. I mean, remember this, Americans. We can still use the old Binance. But just in case they really shut it off on us for real one time, at least you know it's over in the U.S. one. All right, so that's enough. That is enough. Let me get you to your weekend. Let's wrap this up. Let's chit-chat and get out of here. So, bye, everybody. Love you guys. All right. So, look, we had a great show for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. All right. I did. Well, it's the favorite time of my day. Love talking money, love talking crypto. All right, guys. So, Reddit launches tokens on Ethereum. So, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I mean, if they're going to launch tokens with those, in those crypto, are they called Reddits and subreddits or something? I don't use that Reddit thing. I don't even know what the fuck. But that'll probably work because they're crypto folks. So, maybe they'd want to play around with the crypto there. But like the article said, I mean, maybe Reddit just tokens up the whole place and just tokens up the whole platform, right? So that's good. But the main point is on Ethereum. So there it is, another Ethereum onboarding. And like I keep saying to you guys keep complaining about Ethereum. It sucks. Yeah, well, I see a lot of Fortune 500s. I see a lot of major companies using it. Perhaps you're getting your information from someone who sucks. Perhaps your information is wrong. Do you have an IT department at your where you live testing that out? I think you're just getting bad information, buddy. Ethereum is amazing. It's got the most onboardings other than VeChain and IOTA. And buy! Can't go wrong with owning some. I know it's expensive. I got it way back in the days. But look, if you can afford it, not a bad large cap to have. That is going to be vital. That is going to be a key, vital motherfucker going forward for sure. All right, then BitLicense creator opens $140 million Bitcoin fund. And so, right, he's the guy. His name was Lawsky, right? He literally wrote the NYDFS BitLicense. He's the guy who wrote the law. And then, well, now he's a consultant about the law. So, but that's what happens in our government here in America all the time. People go working for regulators. Like when you go to work for the SEC, your goal isn't to be there for your life. The goal is to work there for about 4 or 5 years, gain knowledge, and then go to Wall Street. That's what people use the SEC for. It's a jump-off ramp to head to Wall Street, right? All these regulatory bodies, that's all they are. Right? You go to work for the EPA, that's our Environmental Protection Agency. Yeah, and then you know all the rules about the environment. Yeah, and then you go work for an oil company, right? To show them how to get around the rules and stuff. I'm not saying I agree with that. That's a bunch of bullshit, but the money ones I don't mind. But so these little crypto nerds complaining about this, okay, fuck stick, grow up. That's how things work around these parts. It's America, buddy. Everyone's out for a buck. That's how it works. But the most important part about this story is, well, to see a regulator opening a Bitcoin fund tells you something. Because there's nobody who knows more about what's going to go down in this market than a motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For him to open a fund, that means he knows, oh, there is daggone money coming up in this space. Yo, I got to quit my job with the NYDFS and open me a daggone crypto fund. Quick! 140 million one. Yeah. You see what I'm saying, guys? You guys get what I'm saying? He's got the inside knowledge. He's the regulator. He knows all the numbers. All of it. These people have to tell him. And for him to get out of the regulatory body and just be like, all right, I'm opening one of these. Yeah, dick. Because he knows what's coming. He knows daggone well that there's a daggone tsunami coming to this daggone space. Look, what I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. There's a tsunami coming here. When even regulators are opening their own Bitcoin funds. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers are quitting their job as the regulator of the fund, of the Bitcoin to open their own Bitcoin, what does that tell you? Yeah. What the fuck does that tell you? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, if you can tell me something else, tell me in the comments, please. But as a guy who's not a sucker, you know, I've been around. You know, I've lived in some big cities. I know how things work. Yeah. You know, when a motherfucker leaves a regulatory body and builds the thing that he was just regulating, wow, it tells me that he thinks that thing's going to be successful. Well, he knows it's going to be fucking successful, right? All right, so just I'm saying, just great for crypto and just a great signal. You know, a sharp eye like me, that's how I look at it. I look at it as a great signal when a fucking regulator himself decides to open a fund. Yeah, that's all I need to hear. All right, and then Bank of Ukraine. To launch a CBDC on Stellar. Wow. There you go. Stellar gets its first. Is it the first? I think it's the first government contract. And it's mega CBDC. It's the central bank of the daggone government. Now, it's only a pilot project. But like we know about government contracts, well, as long as what you're doing works, well, they just do it, right? They just go for it. And so, Stellar hodlers, I noticed Stallion, I noticed Edwin. Oh, yeah, you guys were up there talking about Stellar the other day in the comments in the private chat thing we have. Look, and let me tell you, so if you're new here, if you want to be, we have a chat room for this channel. And if you want to be in it, go to @CBNewsWire and on Twitter, CBNewsWire, one word, and just say, hey, Shomari, add me to the chat. Or can I be added to the chat? Whatever you want. Just add me to the chat, motherfucker. Whatever. I don't care. Just tell me. Add me to the chat, and I'll add you in there. And a lot of the guys, I mean, it's not like a major active chat thing. Like, a guy's in there talking all day. But, you know, like if a guy wants, you know, hey, man, I want to buy some, I don't know, whatever. Tezos, what's the best wallet to use, you know? Bop, bop, bop. Dudes will pipe in, you know, and help you out. And, you know, stuff like that. Or just whatever, you know, like, you know, someone sees an interesting article about whatever, you know, the economy, you know, bang, they put it in there. And so it's like that, you know, so, you know, and I'm not in there every day, but I go look there every day and, you know, put in my 2 cents and stuff like that. So it's a nice community for the cryptocurrency blockchain news community. So if you want to be part of the community and chit chat with some people, meet some people and just talk, go for it. All right. So just tweet me and I'll put you in it. @CBNewsWire is my Twitter thing over there for this channel, and I'll put you on it. I'll put you in the chat. All right. So yeah, Stellar. So did we finish with the Stellar? Anyways, yeah, that's great. All right, 1 second. But all right, I'm back. I had someone came to my door real quick. So where were we? Bank of Ukraine, right? So on the Stellar network, great stuff for Stellar, great stuff for the multiverse. And then finally, Mike Novogratz, his hedge fund is going to be listed on the New York Toronto Stock Exchange. And well, we really just talk about Mike Novogratz just because, like I said, he's an ex-player, and he's just a good guy. I don't know. I like him for some reason, you know, just something about him. And so it's good that, but the point also being though, is that, you know, he's setting up for stuff, right? He's setting up, you know, he sees something, and where he's even getting listed overseas now. He's from New York. So for him to get listed overseas, tells me he feels some North American market, also American market demand. And, well, I mean, it even said it in the article. It said they were seeing, what did it say? Hold on, let me take a look. It said, oh, right. It said significant new hedge fund counterparties are moving in, and asset manager business continues to see strong fund inflows. And so, you know, he's not a stupid guy. He's smart money, like real smart money. He's not a crypto fucker. He's a real market killer. And so he knows he is smart money. And so he is a Bitcoin maximalist, but he's also not an idiot. If it wasn't going to work out, you wouldn't do it, right? So, good sign for that. And so, and finally, I'm going to say one last thing. So, guys, get ready. You Forex guys, get ready if you're trading. Get ready for next week. Bye. By the time I see you on Tuesday, look. There should be a little bit of look. Van breeden. Okay? So, until then, I hope I'm right. Let's chill it and kill it. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. So, subscribe below. Press the bell. You will get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth. Greatest show in the multiverse. Yes. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke. I love talking money. I love talking crypto. Look. It's a favorite time of my day. So thank you for having me in your home. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Be safe, be sound. See you Tuesday. So subscribe here. Boom. Watch this video here. Bang. And I'll see you guys Tuesday. So, my name is Shomari Clarke. Bang, I'm always on duty. Watching our money. Always on duty. Yeah. Over and out.